Kobe says, I was in the building. Kenny hasn't impressed me at all this year. The 4th and 1 play is all on him. 2 receivers open and Jones blocked his guy. He's declining.
I don't think he's Gotta be more consistent. Gotta be more consistent, man. That's the big thing with Kenny. Consistency. I feel like a broke record when I say it because he do show some good stuff. It'd be in the same game. I'm like, yo, it's the same game. I'm seeing him make some throws, see him make a good read. The one thing that I do feel like was good defense in terms of them scheming this up. Last week, Kenny had a lot of success versus man coverage taking off, making teams kind of feel almost like when we talk about athletic quarterbacks, you can't really turn your back on them. And I thought at times he tried to go back to that this week a little bit. And the D-line was just a little bit more ready for it. Thought they had better rush lanes. I know in the one play, man, they were doing good games up front. And Kenny ends up like running right into the dude on one of them things. But that was something that I thought in terms of just a young quarterback or a young player learning information or learning about themselves. He's had success now on multiple occasions just pulling it versus man and just going because that is one of the things you do. But I started to wonder, did you just start to say, you know what, they turned it back, I'm going to just go and not really give it time to develop, not really see what was going on with it? Because that is something when you're talking about development, when you're talking about stacking and getting new information and self-scouting, those are some of the things. We talk about the spin out the back, right? Yeah. When he's sitting in the pocket. Now, part of that is because of his lack of trust for this offensive line, and rightfully so. They aren't consistent enough. So I don't fault him for if anytime he sees a flash or anytime he feels something, his instinct is, man, this is the move that's worked for me when I was in college.
And he has made plays out of the pocket, too.
No, it definitely
There's been some good plays he's made.
But it's just like, for a young player, you're going to resort back to what you're comfortable with. So for him, he's like, man, I got to get up out of here. I feel like if I can get on the run, that gives me a better opportunity to see the field, gives me a better opportunity to make a decision, throwing it versus running. But at the same time, for him, he has to go back and watch this tape and see, okay, did you really need to bail right here? Or could you have stepped up? Did you really need to bail right here? Or could you have thrown it away? Those are some of the things that he has to get more buttoned up on a play-by-play thing. It doesn't get talked about as much. It's not as sexy. But those are some of the things for him that will help him improve.
I would say people are talking about that a lot, actually.
Oh, that's good then. That's good because I think that will help him. I think his
I agree.
pocket feel at times is a little off. But I do feel like it's because of everything that's done happened. He's been one of the most sacked, most pressured, and most hit quarterbacks these first couple of games. I don't care who you are, you're going to feel that naturally. So when I look at sometimes, he got happy feet, he can't read the field. I'm like, yeah, sometimes where he is a little bit slow on the coverage part. But when you throw that with the Canada scenario, it's not the most ideal for him either.
No.
So when I say it's multiple factors, and this is why I keep coming back to the fact that I don't just point it here or here or here or here, because literally all of these dudes have a hand in this thing, man.
Yeah, and what's weird is that whole hitch thing and him escaping the pocket early, that was an early last season thing for him. I thought he cleaned that up a ton as 2022 went on. I thought it was over. Now we're getting to see it come back a little bit. Yeah. Actually, I'd say a lot this season. And he has made some plays doing it. That pass to Najee was awesome. The one where he escaped the pocket, Najee made that play, and then he got hit and got up and whatnot. I think it was a 30-yard gain. Yeah. But yeah, obviously, we'd like to see him step up in the pocket more, but I'm sure he wants to trust his offensive line more as well. Yeah. What the hell happened to Mason Cole, man?
Bro, I seen the one play. I'm like, man, Mason, you a part of the double, and you still get.
Maybe we put Herbert at center whenever James Daniel comes back.
The O-line has really just surprised me the most. I ain't gonna lie to you, because my expectation for them was way higher.
Yeah, I was top 10.
That's why I think I was off.
Top 10. This is gonna be awesome.
Like, it's certain parts I'm like, I'm not all the way tripping here because I ain't had the expectation like crazy in certain areas. But that one, I'm just over here just scratching my head still because I thought we were gonna have a way better group,
Chooks is gonna be a cap casualty now.
For a fact, this is how it happens. This is all how it happens, man. Yeah.